Hey, squirrel, what do you think's more important for a teenager? Cleaning house and family prayer, or focusing on future goals? He had a future goal.
You're pretty far away.
So, summer goal, become the best athlete I possibly can.
W. Dude, that kid, W motivation, okay?
Oh,
You
yeah?
gotta get swole.
Well, listen to this, honey. Listen to this win. Listen to this W, okay? His mom made them all drop out of fucking school so that she could homeschool them so that the teacher would stop crying about them consistently getting smaller and losing more and more weight because of the years of fucking starvation. Yeah? She made him give up that goal, and she made him give up that dream because it was the only thing he was passionate about. It was the only thing he showed up for. So yeah, she took it away from him. Take that W with you. I don't know where you're going to take it, but just take it. Because that W is looking like an L. And then there was this moment. This poor kid.
Get big.
If you cut one more thing in my house, I'm going to take the scissors, look at me, and I'm going to cut its head off.
Grandma will be so mad.
Look at the older kid smile.
So what are you going to
see
do?
her smiling behind her?
Anything else? No.
You promise? Look at Mama.
I'm not enabling.
I don't know.
Oh, but let's put 2 and 2 together on something, squirrel. Listen to this, squirrel. Think about this. Think about it. Yeah.
Fucking kid.
2 weeks ago. Oh, I'll give you the reason why I lost my bedroom. I think so. I think this is the reason. At least this is the reason.
He doesn't even know the reason, bro.
So pretty funny, but now I look back, I think it's pretty depressing.
No, we never told our viewers.
I woke Russell up at 2 in the morning and told him that we're going to Disneyland and he has to pack. And he got up and made his bed
Harmless
neatly and then packed all
sibling
his
brotherly
suitcase.
prank.
And then he walked out the door and I'm like, Russell, and he's like, what? And he's all happy. Has his sunglasses on.
Do you think it's funny because...
And then I walk out.
That is funny. It's like a prank, dude. All he did,
It's funny.
he didn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
All he did was like pull a little prank on his like sibling, where he's like, "Oh, we're going to
pranks
Disneyland,
from
little
me
bro,"
and my brothers.
and like had him get like pack
Oh.
a suitcase, and then he was like, "Lol, no, we're not."
You think it's funny, then you... That was 7 months ago. Maybe you need longer without a bedroom.
No bad. No bad.
All right. Now here's what I want you to say.
Russell got the big bedroom and Chad got the smaller bedroom. And Russell's bigger bedroom also had a bathroom. But what you guys didn't know was Chad didn't get any room. He didn't get anything. He was sleeping on the floor in the bathroom.
Okay, now why? Why did he not get a room? Why was he not allowed privacy? Now, do you guys know that little boys will start getting curious about their parts by around like the age of 8? Do you fucking realize that? You know, all those sisters that he has? And you know, obviously she doesn't want other people around her house wearing bikinis. She probably don't want her teenage son turned on. If that was what made them take the bedroom away, why did they really send him to that boot camp? Did they send him for the same reason my mom sent my brother? Did they? Why was Eve a bedwetter? Was she a bedwetter for the same reason I was a fucking bedwetter? Put 2 and 2 together, you guys. Let's look at something else. What's with the smudged out name that says to not let this certain kid around any other kids? And you tell me, why is that, Ruby? Why is that?
And
This
you
moment
didn't clean it up.
with the
You didn't
fucking
clean it up. That
pineapple,
was dishonest. So I'm telling him the truth.
when he
You
was
said you would not go into
4,
the kitchen, and you did.
he
I told you
tried
no
to
circumstance
clean
you
it
get
up.
off the couch, and you did. And I told you I would be feeding you as soon as I come down, and you felt entitled to go take. You felt entitled to take what was in the fridge and eat it, and then you made a mess, and then you tried hiding it by lying.
That kid should have got nothing but praise for attempting to try and clean that mess up. It should have been followed by a good job, but you need soap and hot water. This is totally a chance to teach your child the difference between liquids and why the sweet and sticky one attracts ants. So many missed opportunities. And she's bitching about not having more fucking control over her kids. How much more control do you think you could have had? You wouldn't even fucking feed them unless it was like, unless you were able to record it, okay? Like you're making some kind of goddamn thirst trap videos out of them.
Just big old me 3. But before we do, I'm gonna make sure these kids have something good to eat. So, Boston, get in line.
I'm first.
Everyone get in line. Here we go. You get back there.
So we're gonna go.
I love that I can talk to my nephews that way. Get in line. And go back to the back of the line. Get in line. And go back to the back of the line.
What the fuck is
I
that?
think it's funny. It's okay. Julie took 5 boxes of mac and cheese and took the mix and made it look like orange juice. I am
Another
asking you to
prank?
make lunch for the family. Hey, do it with a happy face. There you go.
They're all so thin. Mom had far too much fucking control. Do it with a happy face. My God.
There you go. Thank you. Eve, jump in. Massage my back. Get rubbing cake. Massage my back. Get scratching. Scratch my head. Come on, you gotta earn your keep. You don't get breakfast if you don't massage my back.
You're so mean.
Okay. Come scratch. I guess you don't get food today.
Yeah, oh, that's just so funny, isn't it? What the
I
fuck?
feel like Sherry thinks she's the mother of her siblings. It's really annoying.
Well,
And it's something I'm really working on.
you kind of are. You have been mothering them. Sorry, honey. You all fucking been parenting each other.
So hold on, we gotta do a little update here for a second. We got
therapy and I got kicked out of my school.
Woo! Okay.
I have acne still.
Everybody's asking if you still have your phone taken away for the summer.
I do.
Yes.
Chapter.
And
It's not her fault. It's mine.
when will you learn, Chad? A lot of you guys say, oh, you shouldn't get mad at him for bad grades. They try their hardest. You, on the
I did
other
not
hand,
try my hardest.
don't know that he
Cheated on a
tried
test.
his hardest.
Is that Sister Jensen?
So, no, I want to tell you this. No, listen. I talked to the principal of the school today.
Sorry, so I'll just yell at 8 passengers out the window.
I
Fine, little back.
Okay, are you okay? Listen, I talked to the principal today, and
Can you check me back?
no.
Okay, good.
Okay, let me get 5 words in before you start talking and flopping.
He
your
does
head.
appear to be on something, doesn't he?
I talked to the principal. He wanted me to tell you he loves you, and he was very sad to see that you weren't coming back. The reason you're not going back to that school is because you chose not to.
Yep. I really did not want to
The
go back.
agreement was you can come back if you're humble
Oh
and
my
you really
God,
want to
what is that? A weed whacker?
He's not humble.
That's gotta
and
be
he doesn't-
like a tree trimmer.
If you,
Like
listen. Oh my God!
pruning
If
branches
you
or some
change
shit.
your mind and you
No,
realize
it's not
what you're
just a
missing out
weed
on
whacker.
and you humble yourself,
Far
you are
too
welcome back
noisy.
to the school.
I really don't want to go back to school.
I know. I'm just letting you know that that is an option.
I can be with these dudes.
But I do still expect you to be honest.
Responsible and humble.
We'll work on the humble. We need to work on being humble.
Okie dokie.
Thank you for joining our yoga session and our stretching session. I really hope you enjoyed this and learned something. Please subscribe, and I know you can't comment below, but please like the video, and I hope you learned something. And have a nice day.
That was really weird.
To leave the house clean, and my kids are literally starving. I hesitate to say this because it's going to sound like I'm like a mean barbarian, but I told the kids, I said, I'm not even going to let you eat breakfast until you get your chores done.
Oh yeah, it's so funny,
my
isn't it?
motivating drive. It is my motivating drive for creating this content. I was a hugely disconnected, selfish, aggressive, neglectful mother.
Yeah.
Entitled, I wanted my kids to be happy.
And you still
which
are.
AKA
You're
translated
still
into, I want my kids
horrible.
to get off my back. Because
Please ignore the buzzing. You think that's bad? Check this shit out.
You're gonna have to go find your shorts. Oh, did you see the socks you threw at the side of the garden? And you are not going anywhere unless you pick up your junk. You've got crap thrown all around. Now, so you see, now I'm using bad language. That's how bad of a mood I'm in. You get your socks picked up and don't you leave your stuff out anymore.
I can't believe I'm older
Right over
than
there.
she is.
Run and go pick them up. And then give me 10 push-ups.
Give you what?
Put them in your pocket so you can take them down to the hamper and drop and give me 10.
1,
Put your hands straight out. They're in. They're not
More
supposed
control.
To be. Shape your hands forward. There you go. 1, 2, down further. Bring your butt down.
Not more control. Unfucking believable.
One more thing in my house. I'm going to take the scissors, look at me, and I'm going to cut its head off. So what are you going to do?
I hope that's not a smile on his sister's face behind
Two
there.
days ago was preschool. Eve slept in. She's notorious for sleeping in. And she woke up and I thought, you know what? I'm not going to wake her up because every time I wake her up, she gets super grumpy and upset and I have
You know, you pulling those kids out of school was probably
This preschool, she slept
one of
in.
the
She
most
was
selfish
ready.
things you've done.
What?
But apart from not feeding them, you
He's
know.
like, what? And I said, you need to get up and get ready if you're going to go to preschool because I'm not going to drive you.
Okay, you give me some breakfast.
You don't need food. Stop crying or I'm going to have you go upstairs and you won't have any breakfast.
Oh,
Did you ruin your bag?
what kind of stain is it?
All right, Julie. The camera's rolling, so I can't get that mad. It helps keep me under control.
I think it's every night.
She was so scared.
You thought you had to sneak it past me? Oh, honey, that's okay. Are you gonna cry?
She's
Oh, honey, I'm not gonna get mad at you for that. Oh, you can bring sprinkles. Like, instead of crying, you need to use words to tell me.
Because I was scared of you because you were being so mad. You got to be more crying.
My kids are not welcome to come live with me after they're 18.
Oh my god. That's how you push them into drugs.
Explaining how I expect our children to live out on their own.
They
outside
get
the house.
in with the wrong crowds at that age.
I was accused
And they hang out with whoever they can just for a fucking place to sleep.
to be responsible.
Grow up and productive adults.
You guys, it's crazy, ridiculous how people are. So many parents are scared to raise their teenage kids. So many parents are scared of their kids. Do not be scared of your
No,
kids.
that's you. You push them away.
The Anasazi Foundation Wilderness Therapy Program, where he's going to spend the next 8 to 10 weeks living in the
Yeah, I'm pleased with Jody talked in and
desert
putting
mountains
them.
of Arizona. And he'll be with counselors and other youth that are trying to figure some things
Yeah,
out.
counselors
And
like
it's reached
Jody.
the point where, Chad needs to
Cult
develop
members.
some very basic maturity and skills that he's going to need as an adult. And
This
And
is
he
a
came back
transfer,
fucking
like a
broken.
reset, a start over, like a do-over, like a fresh beginning.
And all that liveliness that was in him
survive with his peers in the
fucking
wilderness.
gone
Nothing
after
more
the
than closing your
fact.
back and
After he
fulfill
came,
supplies.
after, you know,
There's nothing in this
that
world that you can't have.
trip.
They do not sleep in tents. They sleep on the bare ground and
Whatever shelter they can.
or if
How
they
could
can
you
make a
do
shelter,
that
they
to
can sleep in
him?
the shelter they make.
And
Unless he did what my brother did.
I know why it's
I mean, they
different.
did say it was something that was going
I thought I
ongoing.
cleaned it up. But
They said it was something that was ongoing for years. So I wonder, man. I wonder. Did he mess with those sisters? Did he see somebody dressed like something and get curious enough to mess with those sisters while they were sleeping? Or grooming them even while they're awake? You know, I mean, hell, if you can coach your kids into saying what you want them to say on camera, I'm sure those kids could be coached into being quiet, kept quiet about other things too. There's got to be a reason they say not to let the kids around other kids. So I'm letting the world know the secret's out. Okay, the secret's out. My family, the family secret in my family is not a fucking secret anymore. Shit, it took 6 years for Mom to catch him, and it's fucking. And then the bullying from the younger brother when he would catch him, and the mom not fucking listening to the comments and the remarks he'd make. And me waking up with my clothes inside out and shit. I mean, come on, what? I fucking wet the bed up until I became a teenager. I have a video that says 30 years of abuse led me to 40 years of torture. That shit ain't no joke, okay? Somebody wants to go watch that video, y'all can see, man. I took a beating, mentally and physically and emotionally. And I am fucking dead drained. But when we were young, though, Mom always made sure we ate before she did. And I also wanted to point out that thing where they terminated them from any online platforms. Next, they need to terminate Chili de Castro. Ain't that right, Squirrel? Go put in your vote for Chili de Castro. And delete laws. Did you vote for Chili? Squirrel, go vote for Chili, Squirrel. Oh, you want another one? Here you go. Here you go. He's getting back up there, though, isn't he? 7th place now. Okay. How egregious could their choices be when they're so young? She took the Christmas away from the 2 youngest ones. Those very same youngest ones that the one had to escape from the window to find a neighbor. Where do you even find a fucking neighbor out there? Out in the desert. Out in the middle of fucking nowhere. In a place that looks like it's trying to look like the Pentagon. What the fuck where the hell? That's a house. Are you kidding me? How would the cops search the whole fucking place? You know how many hiding places there probably are? There's probably rooms in there that are above ground that you still don't know about and can't get to. Secret rooms. I mean, hell, that place is fucking huge.
So Kevin and I, we have 6 children.
Yeah, see.
The 2 youngest.
Her and
are
Kevin decided.
showing long patterns of selfishness. They have been showing, through their choices, their unwillingness to repent, their unwillingness to feel sorrow over some pretty egregious choices that they've made.
It was like first grade, second grade, no more than third.
To give them the gift of boundaries.
And some bullshit.
The gifts of truth.
So we sat down with them and we told these 2 what our expectations were again. And we let them know how deeply sorrowful we've been because of the choices that they've been making and how it's affected their teachers at school. It's affected their peers. It's affected our home.
They're just hungry. Try feeding them.
And we told them that this year they are not going to be visited by Santa. So they will.
Can you imagine not getting Christmas because you were?
Yes, I can.
Normal.
Yes.
A child, a kid, having fun, doing what you're supposed to do, exploring. It just it makes me so angry. Imagine the trauma of not getting Christmas that year too. I remember when I
know all about it.
Spoiler alert, by the way, that Santa Claus isn't real, and that memory stuck with me from when I was like 8 years old.
Yeah,
and
you know?
It was a little traumatic for me. I was sad. I was sad that I figured that out. Well, my brother exposed it for me, but that could possibly be a core memory for these kids, 100%, not getting Christmas that year. Because stuff like that when you're a kid, it matters.
Yeah, it does. It does. It matters a
But
lot.
it's probably a very small reason. Them getting Christmas taken away.
Hey, at least they
Because
ain't
according
gotta
to Ruby's
watch
standards,
their
you can
mom
literally
love
walk
the
on the
stepkids
carpet with your
more.
shoes on, and she'll take Christmas away.
On top
We
of
prepped
everything
them.
else.
We
After
let them know
we've
that
been done fucking
Christmas morning,
ruined
their
and
older siblings will
abused,
be getting
then we
Christmas
had to
presents
watch her
open,
love the
and that
stepkids
they
more.
will have the gift of love from their dad and I, because we want them to really have a visceral experience that hits them. So up until now, I was really hoping that like keeping them home from school and wiping the floorboards would like really bring pain.
Pain? You
oh my God,
want
I
to
really
bring
want
them
to
pain?
change this behavior.
Are you
Instead of these kids
fucking
going to
kidding
school,
me?
she would rather them stay home and do chores
And endure
It sounds
pain.
like
Yes.
painful chores, like painstaking chores that are she's probably gonna make them
Yep.
do for hours.
Behavior that I've been exhibiting.
Rather than focusing
And
on
it
their
didn't-
future.
It wasn't
Yeah.
beautiful for them. They're like, oh yeah, we get to stay home from school and clean floorboards. This is kind of fun. It's like,
So
Well, I guess the pain of going to school is worse than staying home and cleaning floorboards. But I bet these kids have had to cultivate some kind of coping mechanism
Yeah,
to deal
definitely,
with
totally.
everything that
Uh,
Ruby throws at them.
Me and my brothers to clean, we had my brother come up with a game for us. Because my mom would come through with a garbage bag, and anything she'd find on the floor, she'd throw it away. So, yeah, she'd sweep through the whole house and throw the whole pile at the end away. But, yeah, no, my older brother, he made a game out of cleaning. He wrote on little pieces of papers, Barbie dolls, socks, Legos, crayons. Each piece of paper had a different item on it, and you pick the choice out of the hat. You pick the little folded up piece of paper out of the hat, and whenever it says, like if it says crayons, you gotta go through the room and you gotta pick up all the crayons. Or if it says socks, you've gotta go through the room and pick up all the fucking socks. He made a game out of the cleaning, which that, was smart. But, at night, when all the lights went out, and she made us all three share the same room, a little girl in the room with two boys is not such a good idea when one boy's older and one boy's younger. I mean, she was still throwing us all three in the same bathtub together all at once, and washing our hair all at once and shit. And yeah, of course, he started getting curious. And something bad happens when you lose your innocence before you even fucking develop. Something really bad happens.
Ruby throws at them because there's no way they're experiencing like normal things that normal children are experiencing when it comes to the punishments and
Completely
chores
agree.
that they're having to do.
Oh,
Like,
it's
this
already
is
set.
extreme stuff.
they've had these visceral experiences, and they haven't affected them. It's because they're so numb. And so the more numb your child is,
I thought you guys
the
wanted to
greater
be numb.
experience-
Your
the
sister
bigger the outcome,
claims
you
to
need
be
wake
numb.
them up. You're
Oh my god.
Holy
so
shit.
she's saying that the more numb your child is, the more pain you basically have to inflict on them. How scary is that?
So
You're not going to push a boulder with just your
what does
hands.
she
You
think
need
her
some real
sister
leverage.
needs?
And the biggest leverage that a little child has is probably Santa Claus. And so I expressed to them that I love your soul more than anything in this world. And I literally would do anything to invite you into repentance. And I know parents say that. I would do anything for my kid. But really, what I think most parents are saying is, I would give anything to you if I would pay any price monetarily.
No.
I don't know how many parents are actually willing
I had
to
parents
really
that
down
made
a
us
place
eat
that
soap
would
and
bring
cigarettes,
a
okay?
turnaround, that would really bring repentance. So that is our gift. Our gift
And you
is
know
a
what? It didn't make
reflection
us
of
stop
truth
smoking.
to our child.
And it didn't
This
make
is
us
how
stop
selfish
fucking cussing.
You have shown up. And it's not like once or twice. It's not 1 week. This is like months and months and months and months and months you have shown up this selfish. And so I'm going to reflect truth.
What's she even talking about, squirrel? I wonder if she even knows. Chili in 7th place. Push the button, damn you. Swear to God, my 80s skin. And Lil Tay down to 92. You can't fake your death. Hello, squirrel. Good morning. I wonder if she really thinks numbness means her sister needs pain inflicted upon her. I mean, kind of sounded that way, right? RF is Russell Franke. EF is Eve Franke. Their last name is Franke. The daughter's name is not Evie. The youngest daughter, her name is just Eve. People getting it wrong is driving me crazy. Even though the mother really don't deserve the respect of having her name properly pronounced, but the child does. And her name is not Evie Frank. Okay? There is no Evie Frank. Her name is Eve Franke. Okay? Yeah. That's right, isn't it, squirrel? Yeah. So as I was reading, R.F. Russell Franke, a 12-year-old male, climbed out of the window of an Ivan's residence belonging to Jody Hildebrandt and ran to a neighbor's home. Russell Franke knocked on the door requesting food and water. The neighbor observed duct tape on Russell Franke's ankles and wrists and contacted law enforcement. Upon arrival, law enforcement observed the wounds and the malnourishment of Russell Franke to be severe, and he was transported to the St. George Regional Hospital. Russell Franke was placed on a medical hold due to his deep lacerations from being tied up with rope and from his malnourishment. Sorry. That's a squirrel. It's just a squirrel. Not okay to litter. And then after he said his little sister was still there, this one, victim number 2, and they were caught with the 2 counts at first. Then those 2 counts turned into 6. So who were the other children, squirrel? Victim Eve Franke, 10-year-old female, was found at Jody Hildebrandt's residence after Russell Franke made contact with the police. Eve Franke was found to be malnourished and intentionally refused medical. After approximately 4 hours, Eve Franke agreed Jody Hildebrandt was found to be in the direct care of Eve Franke. Eve Franke was determined to be malnourished by a medical professional upon arriving at the St. George Regional Hospital. And this right here just states about the Franke kids. I don't think this was all the children involved, because 2 of these on here are not minors. I mean, just look at all this. The story just keeps getting fucking worse. I mean, yikes. I didn't know how well this could be read, the screenshot. I just decided to grab it right quick. I'm trying to find the fucking cop's name and badge number. Now, if we zoom in, right here, look. What's that? Arresting officer? Badge number? Can you guys make that out? It was redacted in the other one. Phone number? Oh, I wonder if I could get a better picture of this. What video did I get that screenshot from, Squirrel? What is the smudged out name? What is that smudged out name, you guys? I feel like it looks awfully short. It looks like it would say Chad. I don't know. What if it says Russell too, though? But Russell's not the one they put in boot camp. They put Chad in boot camp. Years of abuse made him fight back. How come we've never seen Russell fight back? Huh? Because I don't think it says Russell. Never mind. I just read the rest of it. Look at the bottom. It says, absolutely. One example I can clearly remember was Ruby forcing him to drop to the ground and give... Is that going to talk about the push-ups? Is that... What's the next page? What was next? Drop to the ground and do push-ups because he forgot an item of clothing. His socks, you guys. Oh my gosh. The blurred out name is Russell. Well, why can't he be allowed around any other children? Was it an issue like my little brother? Telling on the older brother anytime he caught him doing anything that was bad, that, got him locked away? Because, he bullied me about it all the time. And, I don't know why my parents couldn't put 2 and 2 together. But, whatever. It's whatever. They're both utterly delusional. They've convinced themselves the children are dangerous monsters. See, and there's Russell right there. This was him asking his mom for some food. Look at his eyes. Look at the darkness under his eye. That poor kid. Man. And the youngest ones have probably seen the worst of it. Eve and Russell were the two that lost Christmas. I think making the girls wear those big-ass dresses is abuse enough already. Yeah, those big hand-me-down dresses are abuse in itself. We're already almost out of peanut, squirrel. Yeah, I don't remember what video I got that screenshot from. But if anyone figures it out, let me know down in the comments. Any other report I seen had that name and badge number redacted. What, squirrel? What, you want another peanut? Nope, not happening. It ain't happening. I can't do it. I can't afford it. I don't have that many. I'm sorry. Just take that one and go. No. You're back. Hey, go away with your peanut. You got one. There's this one gray squirrel. He's figured it out where he'll put the peanut, maybe that's the one, he'll put the peanut on the other side of the door so that I think he's an entirely different squirrel altogether. Oh, you squirrel. Here, take this tiny itty bitty one. It's something. Oh my gosh, I still gotta add this to that other video, squirrel. It's already long enough. Hello, squirrel. Good morning. Here you go. There's your brekkie. Everybody's gotta eat. Everybody's gotta eat. Anyone else has any interest in whatever I might be bitching about, click on that subscribe button.
No way, this is Ruby and Eve.
Okay. It's just a baby.
But you still had to say, okay, Mom.
I just a baby.
I'm angry. I'm controlling it. I'm militant.
You are.
I'm
You are. You are.
I'm full of hate. I'm not accepting it. They don't know
You
what
are.
love looks like because they've never been loved before. It looks to the world crazy.
And have yourselves a squirrely type of day. Been real. Why are you bumping me, Patches? Your little headbutts and your little nudges. Her little nudging. Hey, Patchy, patch. What the hell was that all about? Here you go, squirrel. Oh, and then she loves him ahead. Okay. Yes. Oh, I love you too. Yes, I do. The sweetest cat on the planet. Oh, I think we got someone at the door, Mittens. Hello, friend. There you go. Can't afford to keep giving you two. For real. Oh my God, they just keep coming. And don't forget to go vote for Chili. It's the only vote that really matters. They're gonna knock Ruby Franke offline. If they can knock Ruby Franke offline, I'm sure they can knock Chili offline. He breaks the law driving and live streaming, abusing two privileges at once. So do something, YouTube. Do better.